Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. To all lecturers and panels, our group would like to present about our final year project with title Factor Lead to Misbehavior in Class According to Student Perception at UiTM Seremban 3. We would like to introduce our group members. I am Marsha Maizura Muhammad Sam.
Assalamualaikum Dr. and Madam. I'm the one that have head injury. My name is Muhammad Zikri bin Saharizan.
And for the last member of the project is me. My name is Nur Syafiqah binti Mat Kaha.
Introduce for our beloved supervisor is Madam Zaitul Anam Elisa binti Mat Yasin. Okay, we will proceed with the introduction of the study.
First, we will start with our background of study. According to Weigel 1997, student misbehavior is one of the most frequently problems that occur in the world, especially in school and university. From the previous research, according to Shah 2009, Kazi 2019, Abbas 2019, Mayberry 2015 and Musa Akali 2015, we find that the variable lecturer, lifestyle, social media, time management and facilities might affect misbehavior of student in class. Misbehavior, we can define that the things that people do on their own risk and their own natural act. Day by day, we can see in UiTM Seremban 3, student misbehavior keep increasing until lecturer complains about the student misbehavior in class. We have 3 problem statements for this study. First, the misbehavior of students in class may affect the performance and concentration of students in class. Second, the misbehavior among the students is a common problem that needs to be prevented before it getting worse. Third, there is no previous research done yet in UiTM Seremban 3 towards student misbehavior in class. Next, we have 3 research objectives for this study. First, to analyze the relationship between lecturer, lifestyle, social media, time management, facilities, and student perception towards misbehavior in class. Second, to determine the factors that leads to misbehavior in class according to student perception. And the last one, to identify either there is a significant difference between Faculty of Computer and Mathematical Science (FSKM), Faculty of Administrative Science and Policy Study (FSPPP), and Faculty of Sports Science and Recreation (FSR) in student perception towards misbehavior in class. This is our research questions. Next, this is our research hypothesis. We have 2 significant of study. First, this study can help university authorities in finding solution to handle this problem. This is because this problem can affect student performance in class and also student CGPA. Therefore, it must be handled before it getting worse. Next, students will be able to learn and be more aware towards this issue. This is because they can reflect themselves about how the bad behavior in class can give bad impacts towards lecturer and themselves, and also it can affect student misbehavior in the future. Next, we have 3 scope of study. First, this study only focus on misbehavior problem in class at UiTM Seremban 3. Next, the population and sample of this study are UiTM Seremban 3 student itself. And the third one, the primary data is used for this study. Next, for the limitation of study, we also have 3 limitations of study. First, this study is only beneficial to the UiTM Seremban 3 students and the UiTM administration. Second, response error might be occur because of the human error. For example, the respondent overlook the questions. And the third one, it give effect to the researcher in collecting the data since the situation right now of the COVID-19 virus. Therefore, it give longer time for us to complete this research.
The second part of this project is about the methodology, the method that involved in this research.
Next, for the research design, cross-sectional design is used in this study since the sample is gathered from population only obtained once. Theoretical framework used in this study is shown here with 5 independent variables, which are lecturer, lifestyle, social media, time management and faculties, and 1 dependent variable, which is the perception towards misbehavior in class. For the target population for the research are male and female students, and the study mode is full-time and active student. Other than full-time and active student will be excluded from the study, so that the total population for the study is 5,243 students. For the sample size is chosen based on the Yamen in 1967 formula. The sample size chosen according to 5,243 students as a population, and the margin error used in the study is 0.05. Follow the previous research by Tugadev 2018, which is the research also used the same population, which is the higher institution student. Based on the calculation, 372 respondents are selected to be the respondent. Next, for the sampling technique, the stratified sampling technique will be used since the last objective of this research want to make a comparison between the faculties toward the perception. By using the stratified sampling, the population will be divided into 3 different faculties. Based on the calculation for the sample selected, 106 students will be chosen from FSKM, 55 students will be chosen from the FSR, and 211 students will be chosen from the FSPPB, and the total of the sample is 372 students. For the research instrument, this study used the questionnaire to get the data. All of the questions in the questionnaire are adapted from the previous study, and this study have 2 parts in the questionnaire, which is part A and part B. For part A is the demographic and part B is the perception of students towards the factor of misbehavior in class. Next is data collection method. In this study, the Google Form questionnaire are used to collect the data from the respondent. Since there is a limitation on collecting the data because of the COVID-19, an introductory part is written to ensure students understand what they need to do, and the questionnaire will be distributed through social media platforms such as WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and Instagram. The statistical package for the social science, which is SPSS technique software, is used in this research for the analysis.
Next part of the methodology is method of the analysis.
Okay, for the measure of reliability, here are the table for Cronbach alpha and internal consistency. And reliability test for pilot study for this study shows that the variable lecture, lifestyle, social media, time management, and facilities with the Cronbach alpha in this table. Which is based on the rule of thumb of Cronbach alpha, all the value of each variable are in the range of respectable and very good, which can be proceeded to the next analysis and to the next step. For the first objective, the Spearman correlation are used to achieve this objective. Spearman correlation are used to measure the strength relationship between independent and dependent variable, and significance of the variable also can be determined in this part. If the p-value are less than 0.05, can be concluded that the independent variable is significant. This table shows the value of cut-off point and the strength of relationship between the variables. For the second objective, multiple linear regression are used. Multiple linear regression are applied in this study. Backward elimination is used follow the previous study writing by Shahida 2019 that use the same population and the same sample, which is the UiTM students. And the backward elimination will start with the full model, and the model adequacy checking will be analyzed for each of the model until the final model are being analyzed. Next, for the model adequacy checking, which consists of 5 points. The first point is normality assumption. Normality tests are used in this study will be used the PP plot. And the second assumption, which is independent assumption, Darby Watson value will be used to check for this assumption. If the Darby Watson value is near to 2, meaning the data are not autocorrelated. Therefore, the residual are random and independent. And next is linearity and homoscedasticity assumption. The homoscedasticity and linearity can be checked by using the scatter plot of the residual against predicted value. The scatter plot shows that the assumption of the homoscedasticity and linearity is fulfilled if the scatter plot shows a residual plot with no systematic pattern. For the multi-clarity assumption, in the study, VIF and tolerance will be analyzed to check for multi-clarity exists. If the VIF value is greater than or equal to 10 and the tolerance value is less than or equal to 0.1, meaning that the multi-collinearity exists. For the last assumption, which is the outlier assumption, in this study, Cook-D will be used to determine the presence of the influential. Studentized residual plot will be used to detecting the outlier, and studentized detected residual value will be used to confirm that the outlier exists is when the value is more than 3. This method supported by the journal title Measure of Influence by Friendly in 2018. Based on the outlier, the influential from the outlier will be identified based on this outlier that consists on this part. Next, for the third objective, which is in this study, we'll use Kruskal-Wallis test. In this study, Kruskal-Wallis test used to achieve the third objective, which is to identify the significant difference between FSKM, FSPPP, and FSR students towards misbehavior in class. If the p-value is less than 0.05, it can be concluded that there is a significant difference between the group and the independent variable. And the assumption of Kruskal-Wallis tests are shown below, which is the first assumption is dependent variable should be measured in ordinal level and consists of 2 or more groups.
Next, we proceed with the result and analysis part, which is this section is part of the analyzing data to achieve the research objective. Alright, first part of the result and analysis. First, the researcher want to measure of the reliability. Before we proceed with the analysis of the data, we want to determine the good and acceptable of the questionnaire that we distribute online. To measure of the reliability of the questionnaire, we use the rule of thumb of Cronbach alpha, and based on the analysis, we found that all variables meet the reliability. For the variable lecturer, the Cronbach alpha is 0.804 and the reliability test is very good. For the second variable is lifestyle, 0.795 and respectable. Social media and facilities and perception toward misbehavior in class also respectable. For time management, 0.820 is very good for the reliability test.
Alright, we proceed with the descriptive analysis, where this descriptive analysis is part of the result and analysis, which is the researcher come up with the virtuography of the various graph and table to analyze the respondent of the demographic data.
As we can see for the faculty and gender, based on the table and figure of the bar chart below, the total of the respondent is 372. The highest of the respondent is the faculty of FSPPP, which is 211. Same goes for the male and female. For the FSPPP is the highest respondent, while the FSR is the lowest respondent that we can see. Next, for the second descriptive of analysis of this research, based on this pie chart of college and non-resident, which is the respondents stay during their study in the UiTM Seremban 3. So, based on this pie chart, College Bendahara Skudai is for the male student. The percentage is 9.95%. Second is the College Mayan Selida, which is the 9.14%, which is the lowest percent of this pie chart, and the most respondent are from non-resident, which is 80.91%. Alright, about the respondent age for this research, the result shows that the highest number of the student age is in the 22 years old, which is the frequency is 259 student. For the lowest student is they had 3 students, which is in the 19 years old. Alright, we proceed with the pie chart of parent status, which is there are 3 types of parent status. So for the lowest parent status is about the others, which is 1.08%. While you can see that based on this data, most of the respondent parent status is married, which is 19.11%. Alright, as we can see for the bar chart of the parents' income, it is shown that the income 3,001 to 5,000 per month is the highest number of the respondent, which is 109 student. But for the lowest, also we can see that there are 28 students that the parents' income is below than 1,000. Alright, for the last descriptive analysis is about the CGPA and the origin place of student. So based on this table, it shows that the lowest frequency of the CGPA is only 18 students, where their CGPA is about 2.01 until 2.49. While for the highest student frequency is 177, which is their CGPA is about 3.01 until 3.49. We proceed with the pie chart. The pie chart is about the origin place, which is the student came from where. So there are 2 types of origin place, which is urban area and rural area. So based on this data, it shows that the student most came from the urban area, which is the percentage of the pie chart is 58.06%, while the rural area is 41.94%. Next, we proceed with the first objective for the result and analysis, which is the researcher wants to know about the relationship between the factor and the student perception that lead to misbehavior in class at the UiTM Seremban 3. Alright, before proceed with the relationship of the objective 1, the researcher need to test the normality of the data. So for this research, the researcher used the Kolmogorov-Shimoff test because this data is about use the large sample. This test supported by Spring used in the article, which is the title of the article is Assumption of Normality. So based on the data, of this test, it shows that all the variables are not normal because all the p-value based on the table are less than alpha 0.05. After done the normality test of the data, we can proceed with the correlation relationship, which is there are two types, either Spearman's correlation and the Pearson correlation. Since for this research of the normality test is not normal, so this research will proceed with the Spearman correlation. Based on this research, it shows that the variable lecture is positive moderate relationship with the student perception of the that lead means to behavior in class, while the variable of lifestyle, social media, time management and facilities, they have positive relationship with the student perception. It shows that the range moderate is from 0.40 to 0.59, while the range of weak is 0.20 to 0.39, and it shows that all the variables are significant since all the p-value of the variable are less than alpha 0.05.
For the analysis of multiple linear regression, in this part, model 4 will be chosen since all the variables are significant in this model and all the assumptions have been made. The final model shows that only 25.4% of total variation in student perception towards misbehavior in class is explained by lecture, social media and time management, while the other 74.6% is explained by the other factor. Based on table 4.26, the regression model is significant since the p-value is 0.0001, which is less than 0.05. Based on table 4.27, all variables are significant, which is the p-value is less than 0.05. Furthermore, it is shown that lecture, social media and time management are significant, so meaning that these three variables is the factor that leads to misbehavior in class. Next, for model adequacy checking for the final model, which is model 4, for the model adequacy checking for model 4, figure 4.16 shows a normal PP plot. The PP plot shows that all the point lies along the straight line. Therefore, it can be concluded that the residual are normally distributed. From table 4.28 shows that the W Watson value is 1.927, which is the value is near to 2, meaning that the data are not autocorrelated. Based on figure 4.17, the scatter plot shows that the assumption of the homoscedasticity and linearity is fulfilled, since the scatter plot shows a residual plot with no systematic pattern. From table 4.29, there is no multicollinearity exists since the value of tolerance for lecture, social media and time management are more than 0.1 and the value of VIF is less than 10. From the box plot in figure 4.18, it shows that there is no outlier for model 4 and also can be concluded that there is no influential point in this model. Since all the assumptions have been satisfied and all variables are significant in this model, model 4 is the final model for this study. It can be concluded that there are three factors that lead to misbehavior in class according to student perception in UiTM Seremban 3, which are lecture, social media and time management, while the other two variables, which are lifestyle and facilities, are not the factor since the variable is not significant. Based on table 4.30, stand on the beta coefficient value from the table, social media 0.276 has the maximum impact on perception towards misbehavior in class, followed by lecture 0.220 and time management 0.200. This result also supported by the previous research in the literature review in terms of lecture that come up with the analysis that lecturer or teacher have a relation towards behavior of students, since variable lecture has the maximum impact on perception towards misbehavior in class.
Next, for our last objective, which is our third objective, comparison students' perception towards misbehavior in class between faculties. First, this is the test of normality in faculties, which is we have the statistic and p-value for FSKM, FSR, and FSPPP. So this is the statistic and p-value. Next, for the Kruskal-Wallis test, it shows that the mean rank of FSR is the highest, which is 194.02. And the final result is the p-value is 0.247, which is more than 0.05. It fails to reject null hypothesis. So that we can conclude that there is no significant difference between faculties and student misbehavior in class.
Next, for the last part of this research is about the conclusion and recommendation, which is the summary of the research and the recommendation for the future researcher. So, the conclusion of this research is about to identify the factors that lead to misbehavior in class based on the student perception in UiTM Seremban 3. For this research, the researcher used the Spearman correlation for the objective 1, multiple linear regression for the objective 2, and Kruskal-Wallis test for the objective 3, since the normality tests are not normal. And based on the result analysis for the research objective, it shows that for the first objective, there are the relationship between lecturer has the moderate positive relationship, while for the lifestyle, social media, time management and facilities have weak positive relationship towards the student perception that lead misbehavior in class. The second relationship, it shows that lecturer, social media and time management are significantly towards the student perception that lead misbehavior in class. It shows that the variable lecturer, social media and time management as the most factor that lead the student perception that lead to misbehavior in class. And for the last objective is about the difference of the faculty for towards the student perception that lead misbehavior in class. It shows that all the students have same perception towards factor that lead misbehavior in class. Alright, for the future recommendation, the future researcher can explore this research with new factor that related for this research. They also can extend the time of the research and using different data collection, such as face-to-face or online interview. The future researcher also may use the different of the location, target population and method. They also can comparing the classification variable on gender or age group. That's all from us, and thank you for spending your time and scoring for our presentation project. Have a nice day!